I did tell you that I always carry Pepto Bismol with me, so I feel like that's pretty private information to be sharing.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 right here. Today's video is a throwback, a little OG YouTube. I used to watch What's in My Bag videos from Zoella and Bethany Moda when I was in high school, and it's been so cool to see this resurgence of them. I just find it interesting to know what people carry in their bags and also why. And I had watched Silky Rabbit's and Kathleen's What's in My Bag videos, and I was inspired to do my own. I carry a lot of stuff. I am a what if and just in case type of person. I am going to be going through two of my bags though, my proper everyday bag and then my thrifting slash filming bag. I have gotten questions on what equipment I use when I film my thrift with me's, and so I figured maybe it would be helpful. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna go through my thrifting slash filming bag first. Everything that is in my everyday purse I also take with me when I go thrifting and film, so things kind of overlap, and I just figured I would start out with the things that are like specialty. I realized as I was sitting down to film this that this Kanken backpack I was gifted by Urban Outfitters in 2018 when I made a back to school sponsorship video with them. Like, I completely forgot about that, so very cool that I technically got this backpack for free. Kanken bags I feel are just made so well. They are water resistant, and I have multiple Kanken bags and I do really love them. Although I will say I have been trying to replace my thrifting filming bag for the past couple of years just because I don't love taking around a backpack with me. Like, I'm a crossbody gal, and I kind of hate backpacks. Like, they hurt my shoulder, and then also I don't actually like to wear them as a backpack, especially if I'm at like the Rose Bowl flea market. I don't want anyone to go through my bag and I'm like not noticing, so I literally wear it like this, and it's so incredibly uncomfortable. I mean, I'm kind of pretending it's a crossbody, but yeah, I've been trying to replace it, but the actual like structure of it is pretty crucial for how I am able to film my thrift with me's, which I will get into in just a sec. But I used to have this whole backpack filled with my Disney pins that I have been collecting since I was 14, 15 years old, and I ended up moving them to other bags, and so now this is completely empty and it just looks really sad. There's also so many holes in it because of the pins that I had on there, so I definitely want to add some more, give it personality again. In the first pocket I have my measuring tape, and I own so many measuring tapes, but I always end up misplacing them, and even though that this measuring tape is in the pocket, I will probably end up somehow misplacing it by the time I go to the thrift store next. In the main portion of my backpack, I would have my camera, but I am currently using it. I use my big main camera to film my thrift with me's just because it looks the best. And also I've kind of gotten over my embarrassment of filming with a big camera in public. I use the Panasonic Lumix GH5S. I 100% bought this camera because Best Dressed Ashley had filmed with this camera, and I wanted my videos to look as good as hers. Lens I'm using right now is the 12mm f1.4 lens, and I have used this one to film thrift with me's, but I do need something a little bit wider just because I'm 5'7" and I need to get my full body in shot. I used to use a zoom lens. I don't remember what it was called, but I just felt like the lighting wasn't good enough. I think that one was like an f2.8, and the lighting in thrift stores is just horrendous, so I wanted something that let in more light. And so I think I've had this lens for a little over a year, and it has changed my life. This is the Panasonic Lumix 9mm f1.7 lens, and this is the one that I film my thrift with me's. Sometimes I'll use it for full body shots for like outfit videos, but it's mainly my thrifting lens, and it's super lightweight. It's smaller than the current lens I'm using. It's not as bulky, so it's easier to put it in my backpack. Also, if I'm holding my camera like this, the camera isn't that like heavy or anything, but then you tack on a lens, and then I'm just also tired when I'm at the thrift store. So having something that, again, is just a tiny bit lighter makes a difference for filming myself. And it's a really, really great lens with how compact it is. Of course, you do not need that type of setup to film thrift with me's. I first started out using my phone, and then I used the G7X, and I even had tried to switch over to a smaller camera to film my thrift with me's, but these more compact, smaller cameras, as convenient as they are, they just don't have a wide enough lens for what I personally need when it comes to filming a thrift with me. So I mainly use this one now to film short form videos. I don't remember what camera this is, but it is by Sony. I'll put it on the screen, and I had gotten a Joby attachment to make it be vertical. I also got a lens to put on the lens of this camera to make it wider. It doesn't make it significantly wider, again, for what I need, but it does make it slightly wider. I have my tripod, which this one is flexible, and that just like is truly life-changing, because of course I just have it in my cart when I'm filming like normal shots, but I can fold it on the bar of the cart when I am needing to take a thumbnail photo. I've also folded it on racks to be able to get a thumbnail photo, and just in general if I need to maneuver it to get a certain shot. Sometimes it's annoying because it like doesn't stay, like you really have to like fold it in there. Not that it like comes apart, but you have to distribute the weight since the camera is so heavy. Like I mentioned, there is a reason why I have to use a backpack, and that is because once my camera is on this tripod, it has like a little screw. It's not coming off. It's just such a pain to unscrew it and screw it. And so I just want to keep it on there. And if I am going in between racks and not filming, or maybe there's somebody coming up right next to me and I don't want them, especially if there's a child, I don't want them to think I'm filming them. I want to be able to like fully close my bag. And also I will use my backpack as almost like a platform if I am needing my camera to be a little bit higher for when I am actually filming myself and there's like nobody there, or I am able to blur out their faces. I use my backpack like I will literally in my cart, it's like this. And then I have my camera right there. And then again, if I'm like done filming that portion or somebody comes up like literally right there, I can just go like that and like hide it. I've tried multiple big bags to use instead of a backpack, and most of them are horizontal, but I specifically need something that's vertical, but then also be easy to take in and out. So this is just what works for now. I have my Baggu Hello Kitty collab reusable bag in here, another attachment specifically for my phone. I can just screw it onto my tripod. I have this cute little pouch that I recently thrifted, and you will see me thrift it in a future thrift with me, but it's just so freaking adorable. And in this, I have just put in an extra battery and then my microphone. So usually I have this thing attached to my camera that then talks through Bluetooth with my smaller microphone. This is the Rode Wireless Go 2, I think. I feel like everyone and their moms has this microphone, and it's because it's really good, especially for filming thrift with me's. I used to use the microphone that I'm currently using, which was good, and it is a good microphone, but at the thrift store, it just caught too much audio from other people, and also it's big. So my camera is big, and then I have this tripod, and then I had this massive like shotgun microphone, and it was a lot. Lastly, I have this hot dog pouch that holds all of my receipts. When I go thrifting, I put my receipts in there so I don't lose them, although similar to the measuring tape, I still end up losing most of them. This is from the brand Jenny Lemons. I had been gifted it when I did a collaboration with the Choose app, and yeah, it's so freaking cute and holds a lot of stuff. Alrighty, now onto my main bag, which if you watched my pre-fall thrift haul, then you saw me talking about this bag. I got it when I did a sponsorship with ThredUp, but I have been searching for a denim bag, like the perfect denim bag that was crossbody, that also was big enough but not too big, for the longest time, and I finally found it. My favorite thing about, well, Two of my favorite things about this bag is number one, it is denim, and number two, it has so many pouches. One of my biggest cons of the Baggu Crescent medium bag is there were no dividers. I ended up selling mine on Poshmark, mainly because the strap kind of like slightly tugged at my hair, but also because I would have needed to buy a bunch of pouches to like divide all my things, and I just prefer when the bag already does that for me. One of the biggest reasons I wanted a denim bag was to be able to put pins on it, and I got all three of these pins from Etsy. I will leave the sellers right down below, but we have Gigi from Key's Delivery Service, which is my favorite Studio Ghibli movie. We obviously have Lana Del Rey. Born to Die album is my favorite album of hers. And then we have Robin from One Piece. And then I added this technically phone charm that has pearls and bows. It was gifted to me from Casetify. Obviously in my bag, I have my phone, and I kind of have been going back and forth between these two different cases from Berga and then Casetify, depending on honestly my mood. And then this doesn't fit in my bag, but I always take it with me when I go out and about, and especially when I go thrifting, and that is my reusable water bottle. I have organized every single pouch based on how often I may need certain items, and then also the category of those items. So first up, we have this small pouch, which I have hand sanitizer. Of course, I feel like the hand sanitizer is as much or even more so as a necessity when it comes to going to the thrift store. Literally the last time I went thrifting, when I looked at my hands after like going through the racks, going through what was in my cart, they were slightly black. Like there was black dust on my fingers. Obviously I then went and like was able to wash my hands eventually when I got home, but in the meantime, hand sanitizer. The next thing in this pouch is mints, but specifically the Icebreaker mints in wintergreen. No other flavor, only wintergreen. These mints are so much a part of my personality that Carrie literally gifted me these mints for my birthday. These mints are really helpful when my emetophobia gets triggered and I start spiraling and panicking. It helps me kind of just focus on something else and also focus on the taste of mint versus the taste of something else that my mind is thinking that I have. Also, when I drive, my driving anxiety, this has helped so much. I used to get panic attacks. Well, I still get anxiety when I drive, but I used to get really bad panic attacks when I would drive up hills. This is really helpful to focus on something else. One thing though that I did have to work on is not use it as a crutch, because I did get to a point where if I didn't have any mints when I needed to drive somewhere, I would cry. I'm now at a better place where it's not a need. If I have my emetophobia triggered or my driving anxiety, I can do it without it, but it is helpful. And also I like the taste of the mints. The next pouch is, I guess, like my toiletry pouch. I have tampons in here just in case from two different brands, because apparently every menstrual product is gonna give us cancer. So I have two different brands because I'm like, oh, like 50-50 chance. I have a satin scrunchie if I want to put my hair up. I have eye drops because I have extremely dry eyes, and if my eyes become too dry, it'll trigger a migraine. So that's great. I have my lip combo. I talked about this lip combo in a favorites video that I had done this year, and I've been wearing this lip combo for over a year. I don't take the lip liner with me because it stays on. It's the Rare Beauty lip liner in Wise, I think, but I use the e.l.f. lip stain in the color Power Mauve in combination with that, and the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow for lip gloss. And so when I'm out and about and the lip stain starts coming off, I put this, and then I put this. I have two different perfumes. The first one is from Scentbird. I had gotten it when I did a collaboration with them a couple of months ago. It's the Sweet Taboo by Chris Collins. I've heard some weird stuff about the Scentbird CEO, so I am not promoting them by talking about this, even though I had worked with them in the past. I will not be working with them in the future. I'm just trying to get through this because I own it. But the replica scents, like that's my favorite perfume. Like they just have the best scents, and this one I have deemed as my autumn fall scent. It is in Jazz Club. I also, for summertime, Maison Margiela actually gifted me this in Beach Walk, and it is a really great scent for summertime. So this is what I've been wearing currently, but I am going to be transitioning to Jazz Club. And also my all-time favorite scent in the entire world. I'm very picky, very, very picky with scents, and I love like a cologne smelling perfume. And Coffee Break by Replica is the best smelling perfume. Absolutely. I used to just buy the like travel size for the past couple of years, and then finally when there was like a Sephora sale, I decided to just get it because it's my very favorite scent in the entire world. Sorry to go on a tangent, but I felt like I needed to explain the scents that I'm into and the ones then that I also carry. I like to mix scents as well. Talking about being a smelly girl, I have a little travel size Wild deodorant, and then a mirror, because you would think I have this mirror in here, you know, look at my makeup, maybe, you know, make sure my bangs aren't wild, put on my lip stain. No, this mirror has a sole purpose to get fuzzies out of my eye, or see if there's any fuzzies in my eye. I don't know why, but I get so many fuzzies in my eye. At home, it makes sense. Like, the cats, but out and about and then at the thrift store, I guess fuzzies on the clothing then gets in my eye, so that makes sense. But yeah, and it just makes it easier to be able to look like really close. Oh, actually my mascara's kind of ran a little bit as well. Like I said, I am a just in case person, so I do have my pills. The container does say 1-800-CHILL, and it was the only pill container I could find for what I was needing, and it just has the essentials: Pepto Bismol, Pamprin Max, and Excedrin migraine. I do have prescription migraine medication, but it makes me really drowsy and very, very ill for the first 2 hours of taking it. So I can't take it if I'm out and about, so that's why I have that. I do need a bigger pill container because I need to take my iron medication if I'm going out, especially at night, and I need to take it before I have dinner, and then also my midday like extra. I take like 2 different iron medications, so if I'm also out like afternoon, I need to have that on me. So I need 2 more slots, but this is just what I have right now. Lastly, in this pouch, I have 2 lip balms. I lose my lip balms so I honestly lose a lot of things very easily, and so even though I have 2 lip balms in this bag, I will eventually misplace one of these somehow, some way. Even though I keep them in this bag, something's gonna happen to one of them. So I have the Aquaphor lip repair and then the Whole Foods medicated lip balm. This one's the best lip balm. I love this thing so much. There's absolutely nothing worse than being out and about and having extremely dry lips. Like I absolutely hate it. The last 2 pouches are the same size and they are so big. Like I have 2 of these pouches. This bag is amazing. I love this thing so much. I wish there was a brand on it so I could tell you, but there is no brand. I am so sorry. I have some period underwear because you never know. I have my little mini fan, especially right now with this heat. I then always have to have snacks on me. I am gluten-free, plant-based, and very picky. And so most of the time when I'm out and about and I get hungry, there's not always a place that I can eat at, so I have to have snacks. I usually have 3 different snacks. 2 of the same, which is the Kind breakfast peanut butter bar, 1 for me and 1 for a friend. And then the That's It fruit bar. This one is like, I am going to eat in an hour, but I am hungry, so I just need a small snack. Whereas this one's like, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to like actually have a meal yet. And then I just have a little mini hairbrush because my hair gets very tangly and knotty. And if I realize there's a knot in my hair, I will not be able to focus on anything else until I get home and I can brush it out. The last compartment in my bag is quite boring. I have my glasses in this just strawberry bagoo pouch. These are the glasses that I wear when I drive. Actually, they were on my desk and Salem pushed them off my desk and then chewed on them. Another reusable bagoo bag, also with the Hello Kitty collaboration. This one she has strawberries. My wallet is really boring. I was gonna try and replace it before filming this video, but I cannot find a wallet that I like. I feel like nobody makes cute wallets anymore. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? There's nothing wrong with this. It lacks personality, so I would like to find another one, but it works. I actually had gotten it before I went on my UK trip in 2022. I needed something a little bit smaller. The other one I had was like quite long and it didn't fit in my fanny pack. And when I've gone to the UK, I like to have a fanny pack, especially when I'm flying, so I can easily like take stuff out of it, and also so then people can't get into my bag like if it's behind me, because then it's like right here. I forgot to mention that I had done an online order where somebody shops for you and then delivers it, because Autumn had diarrhea in my suitcase and under the bed a day before I was leaving for the UK, and I really needed a new wallet so it would fit in the fanny pack, and I couldn't leave my house. And I actually had picked a different wallet for them to buy, but that one was like out of stock, and so they had chosen that wallet, and I was like, okay, whatever, like I just need a wallet. So it wasn't even necessarily the wallet that I wanted, but obviously, it's been fine. It's a wallet, it does what it needs to do. The only thing that I can show you that's in my wallet is this Polaroid that John and I had taken at the beginning of 2020. That was everything that is in my bag. The one thing that I do need to add into my bag are Kleenexes. I used to have like a little small Kleenex thing because my nose is always running and I just ran out. So technically I would also have Kleenexes. Let me know one thing that is in your bag, because I am nosy, and also you're nosy because you clicked on this video. So let's be nosy towards each other. If you would like to see my face again, then make sure to subscribe right down below. I did tell you that I always carry Pepto Bismol with me, so I feel like that's pretty private information to be sharing, and so I deserve a subscribe. You subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is alexandjane83, to keep up to date with me in between uploads, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.